Hello everyone. So today I am discussing the topics of indemnity and one particular case study I am going to discuss, that is coronavirus related case study. And this coronavirus related case study is related to our topic itself, that is indemnity and contracts. Okay, I hope that I am doing a bit for all of my fellow mates and I have got some good response in the group. So I got more encouraged and enthusiastic to continue the lecture series for all of you. Let us go ahead. Okay. Right. In our last class, we have seen that what is the meaning of a contract. Then we have seen what is the meaning of a indemnity. Okay. Indemnity is nothing but two persons are there, A and B. Okay. If they have made a agreement, they have made a contract saying that if because of any circumstances, A suffer any losses or damages, B said that don't worry, मैं आपको पैसे दे दूंगा, I will compensate you. Okay, this kind of relationship between two persons or two or more persons, always remember two persons or two or more persons, in which one party is compensated when it is at the loss or damage. Okay, compensated by other party. This is called as indemnity. And the person who bears the liability to pay, जिसकी जिम्मेदारी है पैसे देना, okay, he is called as indemnifier. And the person who is being paid, जिसको पैसे दे रहे, though the person who has went for loss, who has went for damage, okay, so and who is being paid by indemnifier, he is called as indemnity holder. He is called as indemnity holder. Let us understand this in this way also. I'll just take the whiteboard, please. Fine. So here I am having Bajaj AXA insurance is there. Okay, and here I am having Mr. X, right? So Mr. X has taken the insurance. Okay, accident insurance he has taken from Bajaj AXA life insurance. From this particular company, Mr. X have taken the insurance. It means what? If Mr. X meets with any accident in future could be next minute also, in future could be next hour also, whatever it is. Okay, if Mr. X meets with any accident in future, whatever his medical expenses will be there, all that expenses will be paid by the Bajaj AXA. All that expenses will be paid by the Bajaj AXA. This relationship is called as indemnity. Understood? Indemnity, यहाँ पे आप देखो debt. So indemnity means कोई दो में से एक यहाँ पे debted है बोलते हो उधार है. And who is that person here? Bajaj AXA is like he has to pay back at the right time, at the agreed arrangement, right? So these relationships are called as indemnity. Now, the one who is taking the benefit, he is called as indemnity holder. Why? Because Bajaj AXA, when he sells his insurance policy to Mr. X, so he'll give a A4 size paper or not? Mr. X has taken an insurance policy of accident. So if he meets with any accident, this much amount will be paid to him, like that everything will be written, right? So this is because this particular paper is there with the Mr. X, it is called as indemnity holder. Okay, when Mr. X meets any of these circumstances, B will pay to Mr. X. That's why he is called as indemnifier. Remember this point. Understood, all of you? I hope that you got this. Otherwise, I am there in the group also. You can ask me. I'll more happy to help you in a different way. Okay. So this is what we have just now learned. Who is a indemnifier? Who is a indemnity holder. Now let us see the definition of indemnity. Very, very important for the short marks. They will ask you in the examination. Okay. Indemnity is a contract between two parties. You can also call it as indemnity. It is a mutual contract between two parties in which one party is at the loss. Okay. One party is at the loss and other party will compensate the loss. Other party will compensate the loss. This kind of contract between two parties is called as indemnity. Okay. And very, very important point you have to remember here is compensation कब करते हैं अपन जब कुछ लॉस हुआ तो ही compensation होता. It means what if no loss happens, then indemnity cannot be carried out. Cannot be carried out. ये आप बात हमेशा याद रखिए. Okay, without any loss. That's why when you have to claim some insurance, when you have to claim any घर को फायर लगा तो भी उसका भी इंश्योरेंस ले सकते हैं, हाउस फायर इंश्योरेंस, ओके, कार इंश्योरेंस ले सकते हैं, व्हीकल इंश्योरेंस. Whenever you take any insurance, you have to show the loss. You have to show the loss. That's why in movies you might have seen that they deliberately, okay, generally fire their house, okay, destroy their property in order to claim what? In order to claim compensation. When the lawyer does not show that his client has met with any loss, then he will not stand any chance in court. Okay, या आप artificially create करो loss को या आप naturally सही तो loss बताइए. Then only your lawyer can go ahead in the case. Otherwise, it is not there. Okay. Then in this indemnity related things, okay, psychology is not considered. Psychological thing is not considered. Okay. Fine. ऐसा कुछ like A is going on a road, and all of a sudden a big lorry came in front of him, and A was stunned, and nothing happened to A, but he was stunned and he has suffered a mental depression. Now, in this case, this is an unforeseen situation to him. A did not expect that this will happen, but because of that fear and scared things, what he has done is he has developed mental depression. So now, mental depression can be compensated or not? Means in most of the insurance policies, it is not compensated. You have to show a real loss. बताना पड़ता real loss. कहाँ पे क्या गया बताना पड़ता. Real loss you have to show. Okay, and not the virtual loss, not the illusionary loss. अपने दिमागी loss को cannot be compensated. Remember this point forever. Okay. Indemnity, it is in a contract between two parties who have mutually agreed, in which one party pays compensation to other party which has gone for losses. And important point here is indemnity contracts are future contracts. Always remember this point. It is a nature, it is one of the characteristic of indemnity contract. It is a future contract. So दोनों arrangement होने के बाद का, maybe a minute later, maybe an hour later, but whatever it is not at real time. जब का जब नहीं. Okay, not at real time. So remember this point. It is a future contract. अब question है, who will compensate? I told you, indemnifier, he will compensate. How much? According to the policy that you have taken, means how much he have agreed, how much the indemnifier has agreed. What is the circumstances? Circumstances is nothing but when the agreed, whatever the conditions are there, those are only circumstances. Maybe any accident, maybe loss of life, maybe theft of something very important, maybe fire, whatever it is. Okay, any circumstances as prescribed in the policy. And another important aspect is whether the person on whose name the policy is made, can he execute the contract, or on his behalf any other person from his family can execute the contract. This is another question here. It again depends on the policy. That's why you always see that there is always a nominee section will be there. Why? Because if something happens to you, then the nominee is a third party here, and she or he can execute your contract. He can execute your contract. Okay, so let us go ahead. Now, understanding the difference between legal and constitutional rights. When you understand this, then you can understand the what I say is indemnity in a proper manner. Let us go ahead with that particular topic. Remember one point, my dear students, a person can get justice. A person can get justice only in these two circumstances, nothing more than that. Okay, कोर्ट कचहरी का दरवाजा हम कब कब खटखटा सकते हैं? When we can knock the door of the judiciary only in these two circumstances. One is if your constitutional rights has been violated. Another one is if your legal rights has been violated. In these two circumstances only you can get justice from judiciary. Otherwise, you will never get the justice from the judiciary. Then what are the constitutional rights? All the provisions of the Constitution from Article 1 to Article 395, whatever the articles are there, if any of these gets violated, okay, or any of these articles are made unfavorable to any person or to any community or to any caste or to any religions, okay, in this case, a person or a group or a society can go and get the justice from the judiciary. Remember this point. Example is Article 326 says that if I am 18 years above, if I have attained the age of equal to 18 or above 18, I should be given a voter ID card, right? So I applied for a voter ID card, but I did not got. Then, as because this power is given to me by the Constitution, now it becomes liable to the government, okay, to give me that voting rights. Nobody can deny it. Nobody can deny it to me. Okay, I will get it for sure. Okay, so that's how you get the justice when you are, what I say is constitutional rights gets violated. If I want to give you another example of it, let us also see another example of what can we do in the constitutional rights. As you are aware of this fact, very clearly in our first semester only we have seen Article 16 we are having, as you all know, right to employment. Okay, right to employment with respect to government services. Okay, so it means what? Every person who is Indian, who is a citizen of India, could compete with any exams, nothing but should get equal opportunity, with every other person, for the employment in government services, Now we are having A and B. A and B both are graduates. A has got 21 years. B has also got 21 years. As because both are them is now eligible to write UPSC. A applied on the website, B applied on the website. A got hall ticket, B did not get the hall ticket. What is the ground? Okay, why I did not get the hall ticket? Because I am also graduate. I am able to fulfill the eligibility conditions of your notification. Okay, in this case, if he is unable to get the hall ticket, then the total, whatever the examination process was there, the total process will be cancelled, or he will be given a separate question paper. They will call him, they will give him a room, and they will make him to write. But this is how you can get justice from whenever your constitutional rights got violated. Directly you can go to the courts in case of fundamental rights, you know that. Okay. Then, sir, what are legal rights then? Legal rights are nothing but, okay, now, Right to Information Act is there. Right to Information Act is there. Right. RTI, right to information. 2005 में आया ये. See, now suppose you have written your examination and you know that you have written beautifully, but you got failed. You got failed. Then you can file a complaint in the court, which is itself called as suit. Complaint is called as what? Suit. Again, suit against what? Usmania University. Okay, what do you write in your complaint? Dear registrar, dear examination controller of examination, this is me, my hall ticket number is so and so. I have written my exam very nicely. I have been a meritorious student in my college, but I have got failed marks. So I just wanted to see my paper. I just wanted to see my paper. So in that way, if you make a complaint, if you file a suit against this Spania University, then it is your right that Spania University should give you that papers, reevaluate it, whatever they want to do, they have to do it, because you have got that right from a legal act, nothing but from a legislation, from a law. You got this right from a law. Right to Information Act it is. Right to Information Act it is. That is called as legal rights. The rights created by laws, the rights created by the passing of a law in parliament or assembly, they are called as legal rights. The rights mentioned in our constitution, they are called as constitutional right. Please remember this point. Okay, so apart from this, there is nothing you can do. There is no remedy in it. There is no remedy. IPC, CRPC, and CPC. These are the sections which are made on the various acts only. Codes and sections, whatever you are calling, they are the provisions made under the acts only. Like Domestic Violence Act we are having. In this act, what sections are there has been put in the IPC and CRPC like that. These are not the separate codes. These are not the separate books. They are the part of the legislation. They are the part of the legislation. Legislation में law में mention करके codes बनाए. Section ये, section वो. Okay, if somebody has done 1 crore of rupees of theft, ये सजा होना. Somebody have done 100 crores of theft, ये सजा होना. इतना punishment होना. So law के अंदर था. Then we got a separate books for it. Okay, so all these books have they originated from our acts only, nothing more than that. So apart from your constitutional right violation, आपके legal right violation, there is no other way you can get justice. You can get justice. That is also possible that if you are charged with murder or rape like that, you can file a mercy petition with respect to president and governor who has got who has got what? Extrajudicial powers. So in that way you can get justice. But apart from constitutional, legal, and discretionary powers of president and government, nobody can get any remedy. Okay, I hope that you like the lecture. Please do respond how is the lectures are going on, so that I'll come to the topics at the earliest. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.